Hello, 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 hello. Happy Saturday. Welcome to Sussex Saturday. I am VS Speaks Royally. I hope you all are having a wonderful day thus far, whether you've already experienced it, be it that it's the afternoon, evening, depending on where you are in this world. Hopefully you had and or having a good Saturday and will have a good one. So I know here on the east coast of the United States, in the southeast, and it's blazing outside. Yes, it's very muggy and blazing. And I think they said at 4 o'clock it's supposed to be like 96 with the heat index of over 100. So indoors I shall stay. Indoors I shall stay. So hello, hello, hello to all the channel members. I thank you all for your continued support and the love that you're pouring in each month. And Life with Nicole, Marie, and Gary, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you both have been well. So, and everyone else out there, please remember to hit the thumbs up. Share if you're able to, spread the word. Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. So, I'm not going to delay because I know everybody's here for one reason only, and it's not necessarily to hear me, except for this one segment, and y'all already know. So let me get into the disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Okay. And as I do each Sussex Saturday, I read my favorite quote, which you will find on the Archwell site. Each of us can change our communities. All of us can change the world. Signed, Harry and Meghan. Love them, love them, love them. All right, we know you should already have marked on your calendars for the 30th, August 30th, Hearts of Invictus on Netflix. The first of the five part series, so it should be very good. The Invictus Games is coming up. As Harry says, we are Invictus, Meghan and Harry. Yes. That the Invictus Games is September 9th through the 16th. Rah rah, yes, we're going to be enjoying all the coverage. Go Team USA. I have to say, I'll be rooting for them. There's a lot of new teams, new countries that have come in this year. Awesome, because it's growing, no matter what the naysayers say. And I'm going to try not to jump into trash time without the appropriate marker indicating such. So there must have been some hullabaloo, as there always is when it's involving Harry and Meghan and the UK media gets out there. The ones that said they were not going to cover anything involving Harry and Meghan, but they can't help themselves because that's their, moneymaker. So anyway, so there was clarification made with regard to the timing of when Meghan would arrive for the game. So, UK media, I guess, started this whole thing on anyway. So it was released out that just said Prince Harry will attend the full week of Invictus Games from September 9th through the 16th, while Meghan Markle will join him midweek and attend the majority of the Invictus Games through the closing ceremony. So um, this is from the Archewell spokesperson. So let's not start with all those crazy headlines. Yes, some probably are coming up in trash time, but she's not going to the UK. Love it. Love it. Because some of y'all were thinking she was coming in. So let me touch on that. Harry will be on September 7th attending the Well Child Awards, which he is the patron of, and 15 years. And so I will eventually share the link, but it's on Hello Magazine website, and I just have a major problem with that. So, well, child, y'all gonna have to get it together because you're splitting. You're making some of us in Sussex Squad very conflicted. I support Harry, y'all not so much, but okay. 'Tis life and its many calamities. Okay, so we know September 7th, Harry will be attending, and then he will be then going right to mhm, Germany. hmm um, for the Invictus Games. And the last time they attended get together, let me take my banner down for a second. This was September 4th, 2018. They had a little secret going on, and they didn't tell us because at the time she was pregnant, but we didn't know it. And yeah. So they won't be there together this year. So just leave that alone. Okay, we're gonna let that go. Some of us are very happy about that. September 2022, when she was there and got stuck there for when the Queen passed away. Yeah, that's probably the last time y'all are going to see her in the UK. My opinion. All right. Let me get back over here. So, beginning of the week, midweek, there was a lot of coverage on Audra McDonald. She answered a Proust questionnaire and, which living person do you most admire? And lo and behold, Meghan Markle is her answer. And to the person that left a comment on Trash Thursday saying nobody in the UK wants them to, the nobody, I guess, is you, but okay. Did I say I wasn't going to mix trash time? All right, let me get back to this. I digress. But Audra answer was, I don't know how she continues to walk through this world with grace, strength, and purpose. That she does give the unbearable amount of vitriol and hate she has been subjected to, but she does. I wish she didn't have to. So the world is watching, and they see you, UK media and royal family, since that is your media. we see y'all. The world sees you. Many different people from many different walks of life see you when you don't even expect it. And Audra, we know, spoke out when she was pregnant, showed her moving belly. And, there was, because there was so much made to do with Meghan and her pregnancy and touching her belly and all that other stuff. So, now the other day, I'm out on the app formerly known as Twitter. I saw Rhoda mention that, and I was like, don't even try it. Okay. But Women Today did an entire thread on Meghan. So I happened to just Google and see, well, I put into the Twitter search Meghan's name and to see what comes up. I usually am holding my breath because you just never know what the crazies are out there doing. But anyway, so Women Today, I have to give you kudos. So anyone who ever wants to besmirch Meghan's character, act as if she didn't exist prior to Harry, they gave her entire bio in this thread. So the first one they're going through, just giving Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, what she was born, her date of birth, because some of y'all keep claiming she's older than that. Um, and she's American, member of the British royal family, and a former actress. And she's married to Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, younger of the of Princess Diana. I'll just replace the name that is shown there. And yes, I'm being shady, but that's okay. So here is what Women Today is all about. Celebrating women and their contribution to society, and they have a whole lot going on their, on their account on the app formerly known as Twitter. So some of you may want to check it out. I think maybe if you Google Women Today to get and put Meghan's name, you'll see it may come up that you'll be able to see it even if you don't have access to or you don't have an account to the app. But then they go through, and I think it's 37. They had 37 posts. So I did a screenshot so they said where she was born and raised. Her acting career began at Northwestern University. She played a part of Rachel Zane. Then they also said she developed the TIG. And then, from there, involved in charity work. They did mention her first husband. She was married to Trevor, and they divorced from 2011 to 2014. And then literally they went through her bio. And I'm just kind of proud of it. And just said how she retired from acting, married Prince Harry. She became a counselor in One Young World, 2014, pre-Harry. Let's remember that, pre-Harry. Attended their summits. In 2014, she toured Spain, Italy, Turkey, Afghanistan, England with the U.S. Service, or the USO as we call it here. We don't usually use the full name of it, but the United Service Organization, USO. Again, pre-Harry. Okay. And then during her time in Toronto, and they just show that she volunteered for community meals program at St. Felix Center and donated food from the set of Suits. And this, I think it was the producer mentioned this, how she used to just be like, why are y'all throwing out all this food? And she put into action and got behind the scenes and got the approvals, because there is something about the food when it's prepared and it's not necessarily for those unsheltered individuals, but she got it donated. So in 2016, she became an ambassador for World Vision Canada, traveling to Rwanda for the Clean Water campaign, and we've seen pictures of her there. And then, a trip to India focusing on raising awareness for women's issues, and this is where she was for menstrual not only just menstrual health, but just to have the products so that the young girls can go to school and they're not out of school and society during that time of the month. She also worked at the United Nations for gender equality and empowerment of women, Elephants Without Borders, teaming up with, and then, of course, January 2018, which she was already a member. Yeah, well, about to be a member of the family, but the Hub Community Kitchen is when she was introduced to them. It's just amazing. And here's the Together cookbook. Hopefully, you all did get a copy of this when it was released, but it's still available to purchase. Proceeds go right to the Grenfell Kitchen. Yes. And then in 2021, she donated proceeds to the UK charity HEMA to assist them with the group's food bank. And in 2020, she did the voice for Elephant. I'm just saying, like, as much as y'all want to say she didn't do anything, whenever you hear somebody say that, they're on the cray cray side. Just lead them. They can even go out here. Just say, do you have the app formerly known as Twitter? You need to go to Women Today. Look for Meghan Markle. There's a thread. Yeah. So here's even more information on her, and then in 2021 with the facts. Getting involved with the concert and just pushing for equality, even in the distribution of the vaccine. Have your feelings, what you wish they were involved with that. Okay. And then Change for Champions Award, which I'm going to have to make sure I note that. And then, she launched the 40/40 on her 40th birthday. You see how detailed they went through everything. NAACP, the letter that called out the UK, EU, Switzerland for opposing a waiver that allowed vaccine intellectual property protections to be lifted. I mean, she just goes on and on. It's absolutely, I was just like, wow, okay. Now, I was surfing through this thread to see if they were trying to be shady because it's sad, but that's how I start looking at things. Like, all right, you're being sweet, but are you being shady somewhere along the way? But no, they really weren't. So, just even talks about when she was the patron of, London National Theatre. Yeah. And the Association of Commonwealth Universities, which I hope they are all doing quite well. But she continues her role as the private patron of Mayhew, which, animals, and that was up until 2020, but animals, that's Meghan's heart there, rescue. So, and she remains the private patron of SmartWorks. The QC Trust, well, that's their loss. Okay, we're going to move on. Um, yeah. Someone else took control of, I believe, this particular program, but credit is given to where credit is due. Yes, okay. And then, Forces for Change, which is coming up on its release because that was in September. I think we got it in August, but it was actually the September issue when a certain Rhoda had nerve to count the number of white women on the cover and say there was not enough. Okay. Speaking about Edward Enfield, all right, moving on. The Smart Set, yep, that was released September 2019. As she was coming, as the rest of them were coming off holiday, she was coming off of quasi maternity leave because she seemed to have worked right through her time, like many American women do. Okay. Let me behave myself. Okay. There's just so much here, so I just wanted to share all these good tidbits. I'm just being so bad. Yeah, and there's the other heads together. Shout. together with her husband and in-laws. Yeah, because y'all don't even dignify to even be named. I'm just saying. How's that one doing, by the way? Since y'all wanted to take credit for that and had to be all up in the mix, but okay. So April 2020, okay, is when Archwell was confirmed as the name. And everybody has been doing everything they can to keep them from doing what they must do, but nothing stops Harry and Meghan. Y'all just, they just step over the boulders in their way. And yes, step over. So that just tells you how bigger they are, bigger than the boulders. So, I kind of pause a little bit when I see these different articles, but here we go, years later. But Meghan Markle's wedding dress nods to, Hollywood and American royalty. So the designer, Claire Waite Keller, was, I guess, interviewed and gave some information. And of course, the gown comes up. Now, some were, I guess, not aware that she had indicated that a piece of the dress that she wore on her first date with Harry, which there's pictures of her, and yeah, I know that Baron showed those last night. But if you have not seen or were not aware, Queen of the World, which was an HBO documentary based on, Robert Hardman had done a book, but Queen of the World went through, of course, the Queen's life, but also Harry and Meghan were in this documentary. Of course, it was, capture the lightning rod of Harry and Meghan while you can. And she discussed in that, even saying about explaining about the veil, but she also mentioned about a little piece of that something blue. hmm into her, and that was a little blue dress, but okay, sewn into the hem of her wedding gown. So very touching. Hopefully you all will be able to, if you haven't seen it, that you'll be able to see it one day, even if you want to fast forward. There was cute parts with Harry meeting some of the new staff that had joined at the palace. And when I say he's so personable, they were ready to pass out, I think, from their excitement. He walked in and just put them right at ease, joking with them and all that. So it's pretty cool. But I was even surprised, Meghan had her moment. So yes, Queen of the World is very appropriate for that documentary that she was in. Although it was about the other one, yeah, we know who it was really about. Okay. I know I'm being very bad, but I wanted to just show what a squatty again. I've shown this before, all their accomplishments in the documentaries and etc. that have been on Netflix, and Heart of Invictus is listed again August 30th for that. And I did see this today and snatched it. Thank you to the squatty that created it. It's just success over the years. Over the years, there they are. I think it's beautiful. Okay, let me cut it out and get to it. Squatty Corn, I want to welcome Sarah back to channel membership. A lot of times, people have cards set up for a certain amount of time. Yes, but thank you for rejoining and hooking your wagon up to my wagon. I appreciate it. Sintabali, there is the giving campaign honoring Harry and Meghan's birthdays. Meghan's birthday was August 4th. Has passed. Harry's is coming up on the 15th, meaning he will be in Germany on his birthday. And that should be pretty exciting to see and pretty sweet. So far, Sussex Squad and our larger community, family, friends, loved ones, everybody, $36,125. I took this over an hour ago, this screenshot, so the number could be bigger than that. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so I did let the channel members know this information. I am Betty J. Gathers, who is another content creator, awesome woman creator. She's very personable. She wants to interview me. I'm not sure why she wants me to come to her platform, but okay, I agreed. And there's two other content creators that I do owe some interviews they've asked me previously, and at the time, life was a little on the crazy side. So, um, September 1st is the interview. I'm going to drop the link so that you can get yourselves where you can click that link, go to the landing page for the live stream, click, to set your notification so that you won't miss it, because it is a Friday morning at 9:30 in the morning. It's very going to be hecka early for those on the West Coast, but hopefully you'll watch it in replay and all that stuff. So I just wanted to let you know that little tidbit. Church Nelly, please, everybody, we're gonna have to check on Church Nelly. I saw this and I thought it was beautiful, but Nacho was sending you a message, Church Nelly, and I had to. Well, I guess I didn't really have to share it, but I thought I would share it just so that you are aware. You have a strong competition when it comes down to Nacho. Okay, so let me take my banner down, and if you can see the wording at the bottom, yeah, that's him and his love, and it says my romance. Okay, Nacho just let everybody know. That's why him and Harry are truly brothers, I'm just saying. But I know Church Nelly's going to have some venom, maybe, in the comments. I just had to share that little tidbit. Okay, I do the reminder. I do have a store where there's channel merch that you can get. There's a link in the description. There's also, if you go out to my main channel link, and the Nightbot is dropping the link also. And I'm on the road. I'm like 125 or so from 5,000. Look out. But, I'm always on the road to the 10K. That's one of the big markers for me. And then it's going to be sky's the limit from there, right? All right, I'm going to jump into the chat before well, actually, let me come over here. Ooh. Oh, cookies and cream, my manager. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, I see a couple other people have done. Oh, Connie Palmer. Mm, You're so sweet. VS, I'm glad to be a member of VS Speaks Well. Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. Elaine. Thank you for the super sticker, Elaine. All right, I'm going to hit this really quick. This is for all three of you, although, I love y'all. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. For the super sticker and the love messages. Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, 5 months, Connie, and 16 months, cookies and cream. Whew, long time, long time. I so appreciated. All right, let me see. Whew, so many What happened with Scammy? Scammy needs to be rolled on to prison. Did something happen that I'm not aware of? I've been looking for a definite decision. Oh, I see kids. Let's see. VS saw on X. Scammy came out of her hole to talk on Dirty Dan's show with Carl L. Carl talk about relaunching the tour after his account was deleted. Ooh, I'm just gonna sip my tea for a second. That just makes me laugh. She deserves. I need the karma that's coming for her. Um, I don't know if that's the one, but more than likely it is. I put certain ones out of my head. I try not. Well, it's bad of me. I know I shouldn't probably say this, but the ones in the UK, I'm somewhat following Mayhew. SmartWorks, that type of thing. But if they're not fully involved, Well Child on peripheral, but yeah, I'm not diving in to know what's happening. But that might be the one, and they caught heat, and they don't ever have to worry about being a charity designated to receive any care of the giving campaign that the Sussex Squad does, and they bit their own asses, I would say. Mm-hmm. Gwendolyn, these vipers are absolutely crazy. Y'all have no idea. Okay, let me just scroll through. Um, Hey, Mrs. Sass, I see your name. If I don't say hello to the boss, I'll get it. Hey, Sherry, how are you? Um, Now, for those, if I don't scream your name specifically, I do see you out there in the chat. Please don't be offended. Mrs. Diane Hawkins, hi, but it seems like you were going to get the old palm leaf out. Uh-oh. Mm. Listen, personal summers don't go away just because you sitting in AC. Mm-mm. uh yeah, air conditioning on blinky. Oh, and already 94 in climate. Yeah, please be safe out here, everybody. Please be safe out there. Stay hydrated. Stay well hydrated. Hey, the Bud Files. I think I saw your name as I was scrolling through the comments really quickly. Okay, I'm going to get to the marker. But before then, let me go back to comments. Let me just what is this? Cookies and cream. Everyone, don't forget to watch. Yes, Hard on Invictus on Netflix. Spread the word. Let's make it happen. Oh, it's gonna be number one. I don't even have any doubts in that. It's gonna be number one. The haters will make sure of that, even when they act as if they don't intend to. But so I noticed this morning trending Princess Meghan. I just went in. It's more just appreciation because some people were asking me what was under the Windsor one that I shared on Thursday. So it's just Princess Meghan and nothing bad that I saw. So that's always a good thing. Sussexes is the same thing, trending. And we know because, well, child, all these things tying back to Harry and Meghan. And so, yeah. Um, I saw while I was out there, which kind of surprised me. Vogue, I guess they're in need of some clicks. I'm gonna be a little shady. I probably should have put this in trash time, but I'm leading up to trash time. So anyway, hang with me. So let me take my banner down just for a minute. So um, the link to this article is in the description, but it says for Meghan Markle and Angelina Jolie, the summer style memo is 50, and it goes into 50 shades of beige. Now, I had to pause when I read that because I was like, what? But it's just, they can rock it out. Okay. And we know Meghan rocks beige. She does awesome. So, um, first, the Duchess of Sussex made TikTok's latte trend work for her wardrobe. Now, that's why I was like, y'all, they're pre-trash. Should just. And then Jolie stepped out, swathed in cappuccino shades. So someone's into their lattes and whatever else. And yeah, anyway, if you want to read, you can. It's just and see pictures. But all right, moving on. So the next one, pre trash time, which is a good thing. Suits has again returned to the top 10 streaming ranks. So, you know, more and more people are finding suits and just can't help themselves but to watch. So kudos to Suits. I'm happy for all the cast members because the show is just fire. Okay. It gets you, it hooks you. Writers, awesome. Yeah. Direction, production. Mm. Now Megan's on the producer side. Yes. Okay. All right. Let me look at the comments that have come in since I. March, even the Rangers are saying good things about the Invictus game. I guess how they are interested in watching it. Oh yeah, they'll probably only watch it just to say something snarky, but a watch, a view, a click, engagement. Okay. Whew. Yes, Lydia. Bravo, Suits. It is still. Who knew? Who knew? Hello, TBTB. How are you? Let's go on over here. All right, so I'm going to bring up the marker. Um, of all hearts and minds, I don't see any new comments. I'm just going to go ahead on and let's get on into it. It's your favorite time, trash time, trash time, trash time. Okay, that was kind of weird because it was very delayed on my end, but hopefully you heard that. If not, it's your favorite time, trash time, trash time, trash time. Okay, that now I feel better. It delayed really bad. I was like, "What is going on?" So, as we are in trash time, and I had went through these headlines Thursday once it was confirmed that Harry is going to the UK, but he's not going to be meeting with his pops because his pops is supposed to be out of the country anyway. So it was just a bullshit headline. But nevertheless, they had this whole thing about peace talks and without Meghan, and that Harry would be flying back to California, but via the UK. No, he's flying from California into the UK, then to Germany, and from Germany, him and his wife will go home back to Montecito, California. So, the bullshit headlines just keep on rolling in, deflection from, the crazy crazes and all that. But I saw this and I was like, yeah, the royal family is truly off their rocker. So I saw this morning. So this was yesterday, being that it says one day ago in my Google search. And Royal Family updates official website again after Prince Harry's His Royal Highness was removed. So took the hit, went in, and people was referencing Gertz Royal and some other tabloids. So People Magazine do better. But nevertheless, scrolling all the way to the bottom, what they had to say, the other updates is that Harry and Meghan's bios remain on the main Royal Family tab and then, the royal.uk site, but their profiles are the last on the landing page. Y'all are happy about that? That's like are y'all kids or something? Like a grade school kids would act that way. You're the last. Um, when I was coming up, sitting in the back of the bus was the best thing. That was the best seat because when they would go over those railroad tracks, we would be like, "Go fast!" Because you wanted her to hit that bump, boom, and go flying in the air. Okay, just saying. All right, so that's the big change. Their landing pages are the last, or their profiles are the last on the landing page. So for those of you within Squad, if you happen to go clicking over there on the Royal Family site and you're wondering what happened to them, oh, they just moved them. Because, see, they want you to be clicking through all the other bull crazy folks that don't have any type of personality, integrity, um, morals, my opinion, to get to Harry and Meghan. Mhm. So if you get there and you can just click all the way to the end, click all the way to the end, but the rest of them. Okay. So the New York Post also likes to refer to the tabloids over in the UK. So Meghan Markle thinks the UK doesn't deserve her, royal historian claims. Now, because I had so many of the other clips from Women's Today, I'm going to tell you the name of the royal historian. Just let me open it. But so the royal historian, um, see, I have so many screenshots. I'm like, what is this? Oh, and there was another one, and I wasn't able to bring that across, I don't think. Oh, darn. All right, I'll talk it through because there's so many here that actually I'm going to try to bring them in, but I have to delete some because I have over 100. So let me come up here. Y'all just hang with me for a minute because I'm going to delete some of the women's today to get some of these other ones over. Um, Let me start with this one. I just have to bring it up and I'll just delete it out. Because StreamYard only allows you to have like 100 overlays. Yeah, and I've blown right through that. and have to delete a whole lot in order to get. So, yeah, y'all will see. Trash time is just. Let me see something. If I go over here, I think I got enough of them out that I can get this in. So, machine. That's the ratings. Queen of the world. See, I have so much stuff over here. Let me see. Let me go to my email for it like a hot second. Oh, one moment, please. Should I sing for y'all? No, she won't do that. Let me see. I just want to see something really quickly. Which I know y'all are going to crack up because this one has to be the funniest headline ever on Harry and Meghan coming back to Kensington. But mm, 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 mm. Let me bring that. Let me bring that. And we know Marie Claire ain't shit, but okay. Just my personal opinion. I have to do it this way. I'm just reading through because I want to be sure that I can pull this in so that you all can enjoy the crazy craze. Okay, yeah, that's more who I wanted to see. So hopefully I can get these over for you. Talk among yourselves. Don't be too harsh. Okay. Let's hope this comes over quickly. There it is. Let me clear out all of that. Okay. Don't do this to me. Thank you. Just load it. Let's go. All right. This is the expert. So that's one. Come on, come on. Yep. Okay. We got the lasty. Okay. Now, to StreamYard. Come over here, and I should be able to get them up in here. I'm just gonna, oh Lord, one of them doesn't want to load. Doesn't look like, but we're gonna try. Okay. Woo, 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 woo. Do. All right. And I'm gonna just stick that there. And then you all know. Okay, come on, thing. Where is it? Okay. That. Let me see. Put that there. All right, here we go. We're going to put that there. All right, so I was talking last about this historian. So the historian is Tessa Dunlop. I don't know who that is. Don't care to know who that is, but they're all upset that Meghan's not coming. You told Meghan to get out of the country. She got out. The last time she was there was with the Queen, and those headlines were absolutely disgusting. Y'all had nothing nice to say about her, but then y'all expected her to be there. But I like how they say, reveal that Meghan Markle is not gracing London with her presence anytime soon. England just isn't good enough for Meghan Markle, according to one royal historian. I have to agree with you. It's not good enough for her, for all the shit that y'all have said about her, wrote about her. Yeah. And still are. And she's not even there. And nor are y'all supposed to be covering her. But okay. Royal expert this. Okay. Everybody in the world's a royal expert. Now, this one just made me laugh. Yahoo also references these stupid tabloids, but nevertheless, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are reportedly renting a home in Kensington Palace. I was like, say what? Oh, okay. So take the hit, go in. Let me see what the world, because this is trash time. So, yes, says expert. Here we go with an expert. Do you really think they would go back to KP? Come on now. Come on now. Their movements would be tracked. The staff at the gates would be reporting back to space because he runs the shit there. So would they really go back to KP? Can you all really come on now? Just go on and just bring forth the announcement that many of us are expecting. As the deflection here is just remarkable. But you know, are Meghan Markle and Prince Harry turning over a new leaf? It looks like it's since the royal couple reportedly renting a new home in Kensington Palace to spend more time with their relatives. Y'all really have jokes. Jokes. They spend time with their relatives. Doria, Tyler Perry, um, whoever else, that's over in California that comes to their home. Hence, comes to their home. Right. Yeah. So, renting out a place in the palace makes sense for them because they don't. Well, if the king evicted them from um, Frogmore Cottage, which was supposed to be a lifelong, from my understanding, because it was gifted by the queen, lifelong tenancy, but he had to snatch it back. Okay, you snatch it, but you think they're really going to come to KP? Man, whatever drugs y'all are doing, please stay clear of me. I don't want them. It's got to be that shitty water y'all are sipping and drinking and bathing over there. But okay, let me reel it back, reel it back. There's karma coming for this man. Now, I just have to say, Amazon, get your acts together. You shouldn't be mulling over if you're going to, keep him or not. JC, that's the him I'm referring to. Um, because his column should have been an immediate reaction of, we don't need your services. We don't want to be affiliated with you. Go fly a kite somewhere in a thunderstorm. But, mulling still, all these months later, mulling, y'all are it's just bullshit. You're going to probably keep them, but yet it's going to, seem like, oh, we seriously considered not working with him. And now we're just peeking our heads out to see by saying this if the fury's coming for us. I hope it comes for y'all so harshly. But the couple in the picture here, let's make this announcement already. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm gonna move on quickly. So on the 18th, Woody Woot by Byline Times, the media scandal the media didn't want to touch. And Byline Times will keep exposing the dark forces. So the Wooten scandal was an open secret in the press for years, but it wasn't willing to go near his story. It still isn't. And then why? And really go out, give Byline Times the clicks for this. They truly are independent, and giving them the clicks is so much better. But that was the 18th. They weren't done with Woody Woot. So on the 25th, they let it be known that Democracy 3.0, crowdfunder site used by Woody Woot, has ties to shadowy think tank. Open democracy. Ooh. Him and shadowy go hand in hand. Woody Woot and shadowy go hand in hand. So, of course, people out there giving probably their personal information to this site. No telling how they'll use it. But okay. If you ever get any emails from a Martin or a Maria, or unless he has some new profile set up asking, hey, I've been watching you and we really would love to help you out, be leery. Or if you get, that automatic monthly hit on your card that you didn't expect because you didn't read the fine print. But go ahead, keep on giving to some crazy person like this. This man, whew, the cray craze will support the cray craze. Speaking of cray craze, yeah. hmm She's still on holiday. Are the feet still on holiday? Has holiday come to an end yet? I bet you some ice went with them. Ooh, the queen's necklace is gone forever, probably. And there's really no, they don't bling out like they used to back in the 80s, maybe early 90s. They would bling out, but I guess it became gauche to do that. And so they stopped with all of the fanfare. They used to have all the glitz and, all those nice stolen diamonds around their neck. And that's truly stolen. But this lovely woman's going to get you all. They keep dragging Meghan and Harry on the occasion through the mud. And then, she's going to have a white chair in her hand because she needs to whoop the wheels off of all of you. So, to all the haters and derangers, it's coming for y'all too. All right. That's all the items that I have for trash time for this Sussex Saturday. There's over 160 comments. And the first one I see when I click over in the comments, Queenie came back for her necklace. Okay, Annie. I'm going to go with you on that. Maybe somebody, well, no, because the coffin was sealed by then. So it's not like Mumbles would have even had the brains to be like, here, take this and throw it in there with her. But okay. The way they be grabbing at the crown, Lord of mercy. Whew, let me comment. I'm scrolling through seeing some of the comments. I'm like, woo, all right, let me come down. I'm probably going to miss quite a few. Understand that because I'm just going to pop into the chat at a certain point. But because we are like 8 minutes out from the hour mark. But I'm going to hang a little bit. But if your comment's really, really important, just drop it again as I come in. So let me see. Yalby, how are you? The royal family is so Kurdish. Curldish, is that it? Or childish? Yes, they're disgusting. They're silly. They really are. Like some of this stuff, I'm just like, really? But I like to share because I laugh at it because it is so foolish. Sharon, New York Post is racist AF. Yes. They are silly too. But, considering the owner, I'll just leave it like that. Gwendolyn, why don't they talk about dull ass pegging William and clueless Kate, weak wimp Charles, and horseface Camilla? Because neither, KC3, his now wife, or the new Fab Four. I mean, you would think the way they were talking about the new Fab Four, and I guess when Space went on those 2 engagements, because wasn't it 2 engagements he did with, the newly crowned or newly styled Duchess of Edinburgh? That was supposed to be like, oh, look out, fire. Nobody paid it any attention. It was like looking at, okay, paint dry, but whew. Sherry, the unroyals are truly act like spoiled children. They do. They are like their mental capacity. You should have final say on what is released, and when it's released, y'all look like fools every single time. You tell on yourselves, and you look like fools. Oh, Harry's gonna fly. He's gonna fly through the. hit the UK, and he's going to on his way home. Nah, no, 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 smart man. I come in, and because I am expected in Germany within 48 hours, you effers won't try nothing on me. Uh-huh. Because that would be a whole lot of explaining how he's done all this traveling, went into Singapore, came out, Japan, da, da, went here, there, and everywhere. And then, and then, and then something happens to him when he hits the UK. Yeah, y'all, very smart man in them travel arrangements. And things just happen to work out that way. So we know he will fly in and fly out, and that's all they deserve. Because, again, he has no place to really lay his head that is secure under the royal protection. But as we've said, when 6 members of the special squad that the Met Police had to protect the royals and other dignitaries, get brought up for the racist WhatsApp stuff. Yeah, it's probably best that he just listen. I would tell my security, bring all that you wish to bring. I know we're going into a country that doesn't have the Second Amendment, but ride on, ride on. I'll get you. I got you if something should happen. So anyway, that's just my opinion on things. TB. Harry won't have time for a visit. He will be preparing for Invictus. Exactly. He's going to be in there for the Well Child, which is on September 7th. But as far as seeing any of the other ones, like that was ever going to be a consideration. Mm-mm. And I'm talking the top 4 of that family. Mrs. S, for someone who is irrelevant, the Sussexes sure take center stage in everyone's lives on Devil Island. Yes, they do. They couldn't exist without them. They really couldn't. Moshar, yes, you're correct. New York Post, isn't that owned by RM? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And we know how much integrity is put into his reporting, or journalists, and the quote news, end quote, that they put out. Yeah. Woo. Joyce, let's see. She also had a capsule collection for smart work. Yep. And edited the Vogue, was best selling. Yeah, it was. I just was very surprised that they went through her entire. I was like, wow, y'all didn't just cover the royal years, because some only want to cover those years and then act like she didn't do anything. And she was very busy even during that time. Now, what Minnie Woody Woot was leading the charge on, a royal does not edit or guest edit a magazine. Well, the person that is sitting in the QC role, although she wants to be just the Q role, I think she did. She guest edited I believe the current king guest edited magazine. So what the yeah, Woody Woot, he wooted up the wrong woot because he was talking out his woot. Okay. Whoa, Sherry. Church Nelly Sherry, spoiled children might be offended by Woo. I, as an only child, many were like, you're spoiled, you're spoiled. Well, who else was my parents gonna, show love towards? Like common sense. But spoiled, no, because there was discipline in the home, put it that way. So hmm they're yeah. I'm not gonna say right now. I'll let y'all have fun with that one. Let me see. Sharon Gwendolyn, yep, the racist of record. Yep. Yep. Hey Rosa, how are you? Hey Angie Hart, how are you? Y'all should check out her channel if you like to shop. Shop along. I call them my shop alongs. Oh, Sherry's got a PSA. Oh Lord. PSA, don't fall for the supposedly slip about. Ooh. Petteru Andy, back to the public engagements and unroyal protection. Tamps wants to let this slip so the public is surprised this is a firm backing Andy. Oh, yeah, but he never was without protection. I think Charles is even paying for part of the private protection, please, whatever. He's never went anyway. And then Andy was appointed to serve in the king's absence when he, has to step away or is out of the country or whatever. So they can say what they wish. Hey, Keeper, how are you? Happy Saturday to you. Let me see. Little Mac, you keep saying you want her near the royal family because of leaks. She's disrespected the royal family, Netflix. Now you're mad because she doesn't want to be the same place. She doesn't feel safe. Exactly. I mean, you're going to, for years, from the moment y'all found out she was dating Harry, whom now we know years later, Harry's the one that pursued her. For the longest time, it was the narrative, because you always wanted to put it on Meghan. The narrative is, she used that black girl magic on him. Mhm. I want to ask some of them, how do you even know about the black girl magic? Okay. Because if Space ever had any, Mumbles would have been gone a long time ago. I'm just saying. But, maybe it should be. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to be nice. I said I was done with trash time. Okay, let me move on through these comments before I wind up somewhere else. Yalabi, is that how you pronounce it? Yalabi? I butcher names, so just please forgive me. The UK tabloids have so many wishes. They need to find themselves a genie in the bottle. And even the genie would probably zap them. And they would deserve the zapping, that's for sure. Sherry, public isn't surprised of Randy Andy's privileges are reinstated. No, why would they be? Um, I mean, he and his ex have been living quite well off the taxpayers over there, but oh my gosh, when Meghan was over there, oh my gosh, she's breathing our flicking air, and oh my gosh, blah, 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 blah. And then they moved to, they go to Canada for a while, and then they thankfully got the hell out of there before the lockdown occurred. And now it's still, oh my God, she's breathing air in Montecito. Yeah, and paying their taxes, not living off of taxpayers, and they weren't even then because, Chuck wasn't paying for anything regarding Meghan. Can you imagine? And he wants to pretend like he's not racist. You pay for everything regarding your white hillbilly, broke ass daughter in law, who is in the current role of Princess of Wales. Y'all all know. Because her family went bankrupt. You talk about grifters, those are the biggest ass grifters going. And y'all don't want to talk about it or bring it up and, ooh, let's be quiet about that. No, bring it all out. Bring it all out. Family pretended to be all this and that to lock down that ring. See, the bad juju ring is bad jujuing. But y'all thought that was the golden ring. Just had to have that. Most would rather not have a title, as Meghan doesn't care about the titles. And Harry really doesn't. He was born into it, but it is what it is. Um, you can have your titles and all, but is your husband home each night with you? And you don't want to peg. Okay. Anyway, let me move on. I said I wasn't. Let me get out of that. Okay. Kids, Sherry, where basically have Pedro slithering his way back into the light instead of staying in the dark halls, please. He can do what he wish. I'm waiting for that autobiography. I'm thinking that allegedly someone he claims he didn't know but settled millions of pounds for or dollars of settlement. Oh, that mommy had to pay. Mommy had to pay. But you didn't know her. You never saw her. You were seen in pictures with her. Oh, but I don't know her. It doesn't work all the way. It wasn't me. Won't work. You do sweat and you look. Anyway, let me shut up. Mama Jane, that's you are right here. Oh, I must have missed something. Let me see. Keep on scrolling. Let me see. Kids, Gwendolyn, because those don't generate clicks, aka money, money, money. Yeah, the other blanders don't create clicks. So, mhm. Lydia, Tessa tries to ride the fence, but is shady. I don't care for. Yeah, that. I mean, it was all shade. It was all shade. But anyone, even Stevie could see. Stevie wondered that, yeah, she has no use for the UK. The UK truly was not welcoming one day out of all that time, and it was really the wedding day because the world's press was there, and ooh, let's put on our mask of we love diversity. Let's put on our mask of we're accepting, and oh, let's put on our mask that rah rah for the American joining the family. But deep down they were stewing, and they couldn't wait to release their headlines, and they wasted no time. No time. Let me see, Mrs. S. The UK media have so many wishes they need to get. Woo! Abu to find the genie by the listen. That the genie has hidden him or herself because they're like, you won't use me. Mm-mm. To who make these dumpster divers, bottom feeders, royal experts? They do. We heard Harry say anybody can call themselves royal expert. I have to update my channel because I need to be sure that I have VS Speaks Royally, a royal expert. Sharon, yes, Yahoo is another one. Yahoo will share just like people the most, the tabloid stuff. So it's like click with caution. A lot of times I want to see what it is saying if I don't pick up the true meaning by the headline, but yeah. Little Mac, let me see. The royal family will not be getting any more money from Harry and Meghan. Give them back their 3.2 million and her wedding dress. Yeah, give her back the gown that she paid for because y'all weren't covering any aspect of her life while she was in the UK. But then want to also let headlines be out there like she's broke. Excuse you. Who was shopping at discount store? Although the discount store tried to lie and say that he wasn't, but then there were pictures caught he had bags from that discount store. He also had holes in the shoe, in the sole of his shoes. Let's not play. And was living in a, smallest little cottage, true sense of cottage. Because y'all made a big deal over Frogmore being so big. Oh my gosh, that's not a cottage. That's the name of the stupid building. So, TB, the British media is throwing every line at the dartboard, hoping one sticks. Yep. Too bad it doesn't do like, a boomerang and then that dart just comes right back around. Well, most times it does hit them right back in their own ass. That's truly what the dart does. So, yeah. C-Mac literally makes shit up out of the thin air. They do. They really do. I'm hoping that Meghan already have her wedding dress in California. Well, it was on display in KP. I don't know because I didn't read the article fully through, but hopefully they have, and they sitting there making money because people that go in and see and all that stuff. And they've made it for the longest because that dress has been on display or was on display for a very long time. I don't even think, Mumbelina's was on display that long. Maybe they had her sisters on display instead since the sisters behind caught so much more headlines. Even, can you, I've even said that before. Let's see. Let me move on because I'm getting ready to go down another rant. Please hit the thumbs up, everybody that is here. Yes, I see the number jumped a little bit. Mama Jane, we need the wedding dress back in America. Yeah, let it tour the U.S. That's what I would love to see. Let the wedding outfits tour the U.S. Let it come into Charlotte, North Carolina, and I will have to make a trip in to see. Drag my dad, get somebody to watch, whatever I need to do, but I would love to go see that. Gwendolyn, Harry, Meghan know they can't trust us. Yeah, like, no, 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 no. Every conversation, there would be so many leaks, so many leaks. Oh, this one's come to see them, and oh, that one came to see them. Because Harry even said, getting her in quietly, talking about Meghan was a feat because people talk, and it's not a matter of who you trust, is who they trust. And then, of course, to me, I take that as, and report back to my brother, okay, who probably says, make sure we know, we know each and every person coming in and who they're going to see, because if they ain't coming to see me, cookies and cream, don't these racist jackasses get tired of lying so much? Every day it's nonstop drama from these cretins. Whew, Lord have mercy. No, they don't. Um, Again, I chuckle at the comments or at the headlines. I just take screenshots and then I share them with you all on Trash Time. Those that I have to go into the article, I do, but it's very rare. Y'all know how I am. But it just goes to show, because many people still will regurgitate something they hear. Um, they hear from the tabloids. So last night, a friend of mine called me, and we were laughing, just the spelling of my last name. And so she was with her insurance agent, and she says, the insurance agent, oh, I hear that we have something in common. So what's the first thing I say? Oh, Harry and Meghan? Well, my friend lost it. I'm like, what, the Dallas Cowboys? Because that's my football team. She's like, no, no. Then she said maiden names. I'm like, oh, okay. No, I was more excited to say like Harry and Meghan. Yeah, that's that. Whew, she got a good chuckle out of that one. Uh, let's see. But I was prepared. If she said something off the wall, I was going to be like, you find another insurance agent. Okay. But she didn't. She was cool about it. Let me see. Diane, the Sussexes give zero shits about landing page for royal family, likely having clicked over there in the last 2 years. They probably don't even know what's over there. It's not like it was a whole lot. You already know it would take them a long time to update, even when they were, quote, working royals, which is such an oxymoron. But for them to even have their engagements up in up to date, it would be like, well, what are they doing? You're trying to say they're not doing this or that, and then here comes the, oh, she's here, and then they would go and update the site. So yeah, I don't. We know that some of them have a problem working. They didn't like to get emails that were sent at maybe 5 in the morning, and you might have showed up at 10 or 11. But yeah, they don't care. I'm just take them off the website. I guess they know that people would lose their. Would we really? No, not really. Tier, they're so delusional. Meghan has left. She doesn't want to be around toxicity. Go where you are appreciated, not tolerated. Exactly. She's thriving now. She's not trying to survive and literally holding on by a very, very thin thread on that survival when she was there. So, um, we've all seen the life. Ooh, look at that. 333 people. I have to take a screenshot of that. I love that. It's a good number. Good number. Okay. Sorry, I digress. But she has life in her eyes and in her spirit now, where she didn't. We could even see it. Her and Harry were grieving, truly grieving. They weren't there about some diamonds and being blinged out and looking like, a goth princess, as, cosplay did for the funeral, come dripping in diamonds. I mean, come on, seriously. They were grieving. They had a different relationship with the queen. Um, and then all those flipping headlines, and then to be forced to do that walkabout. That, yeah, you can see just, yeah, she don't have to worry about that in your mirror. Even if Chuck kicks the bucket, mm, I'm gonna have to wonder. And we will all be in agreement. She don't need to go. No, no, no. Nor do the children need to go. No, no, no. Mm-mm. I'm Sherry. Oh, okay. Hello, C-Mac. And I agree that I'm always really make up shit about the successes because um, there aren't any leaks in Palace Montecito. So, so, so true. So, so, so true. Y'all remember how upset the media was? Like they were blown out the water to see the home that they had bought. Now, my big thing is, and they would have made a big deal. Oh, Tyler Perry bought the home for him. So what? Imagine if he really did. So what? It's a gift. He can give to him if he wants to gift. He did provide solace to them. Thank the Lord and universe for that, giving them the flight of freedom, as well as providing a place for them to shelter down and put out even more on the security of, you know, raising fences higher and, yeah, adding more security guards, et cetera, et cetera. So nobody should have to live like that. It's just kind of crazy, but that is part of unfortunately, their life, because the effers over there in the UK just won't let up. They just won't let up. Little Mac, none of these stories make sense. AL was mad that Meghan was going to be hosting the closing at Invictus. So how was Harry going to the UK for peace talk at the end of the game without Meghan? Little Mac, you're thinking literally and analytically. You're like putting those two together. They don't do that over there. They just say it. They don't think people are going to say, well, that doesn't make sense. For their readers, it's like, yeah, pitchforks, let's go. That's the kind of energy that their readers have. You know, they don't think, they don't put two and two together, and I guess the answer they come up with is one, and we're like, no, it's four, and they'll argue you down that we're wrong. That 2 + 2 is not four, it's one, because tabloids said that it's one. Yeah, that's the mindset. Mm-hmm. Mina, the chickens are coming home to roost. Ooh. Yes, yeah. I know, Clansington. Yes, I kind of like that, so I'm gonna have to work that in. Y'all have to remind me, Sharon. Make sure that you remind Clansington Palace. KP. I'd rather just call it that. Mama Jane, they got the blessings from the Queen in their marriage, their house, their Duke and Duchess named Sussex too. Hooray! Yeah, they. I know one of things, the tweets that Women Today had, and it was just like, oh, they became the Duke and Duchess on their wedding day. Yes, because that's when they're usually bestowed um, that new styling once they're married. The princes once they're married. So, kids, that's a good question. When is Dirty Dan and Jerky Clarkson going to be axed? Faith, oh yeah, knowing M, she has all the. Ooh, she's got receipts for all the stuff she paid for. No doubt she does. Um, I always hear Oprah's, no one's gonna believe this. And she's walking into Knott Cottage looking around like, wait a minute, Prince Harry? Um, especially when you compare it to, um, what is it, apartment one that the brother lives in? I think it's apartment 1A, whatever it is. Elaine, oh, they're still on holiday? Oh, yes. When do they come back? Labor Day? Isn't that a kick in the bucket, right? Mm-hmm. Lordy breathe. Let me see. Let me get through these comments. I am over my hour. Y'all know how I am. Hey, Cicely's, how are you? Hopefully you're still here. I am way behind. I'm scrolling through. Okay. Oh, Educate, how are you? I hope you are well. Thank you so very much for the super sticker. And I got to get to my spot in this other part of StreamYard. So this is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you so very much. It's good to see you in the live stream chat. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hear movement outside the door that I'm in the room doing the live stream. I'm gonna have to check on everybody out there right in a few minutes. So let me see. Dolores, the BS from the British media and some U.S. media is overflowing. Don't swim in the British waterways. Well, I mean, in the U.S. media that regurgitate the British be there either tied to them being under the same ownership, or they just, have lost their ways. It depends on. When I saw that Gertz Royal, I was like, oh, you folks have really jumped the shark. But okay, I know that that does happen. Hmm. Rafaela, ciao. How are you? All right. I think I'm going to just, what is this? What happened? Alicia, hey squad, hey, please pray for my family today. We lay my nephew to rest. Cancer said, oh, our condolences to you, Alicia. Oh, hugs and hugs and hugs. I hope you feel the love from us all, but yeah, that's so true. Church Nelly says it. Prayers and condolences to you and your family, Alicia. Yeah, and that's coming from all of us, all of us, all of us, in this live stream and squad and et cetera, et cetera. Oh, that's so sad. And yes, cancer does suck. One of our own um, channel members is also fighting a battle, and we just have to keep her in our prayers as well. And I do share her updates when she posts them, and yeah, cancer sucks. It sucks. It's Diane. I'm not fooling with you. I saw that comment on the wig. I'm gonna go. Yes, I'm gonna leave this up. This will be the final comment. I'm gonna put up the outro music. Please, everyone, take care of yourselves. Um, the bug is still spreading and it's getting worse, but they're claiming that it may not be as bad as it was initially. Don't trust too much that you hear on that. Trust your gut instinct; it never's gonna lie to you on that. So, anyway, be safe out there. I will see you all across the different YouTube hallways. Love you all. Thank you again, each and every one of you, for hanging out with me on Sussex Saturday. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Definitely leave a comment um, after the live stream ends. And let me just make sure that I did go over here. Yeah, I did. Okay. I had to check the YouTube side. So again, our prayers and condolences are with you, Alicia. And bye, everyone. Take care.